At the beginning of the story, a female voice speaks. On the street, Da-hee looks at Ingong gently and says, "Thanks for saving me." He nonchalantly replied, "It's nothing, I just did what needed to be done." She leaned in close to Ingong and said, "You must be hungry, and it's late too." Da-hee blushed shyly and suggested, "Do you want to come to my place and eat ramen?" He politely declined. "No need, I'm fine. Eating late isn't good for you." It turns out what just happened was a recently popular comic book. An angry voice rang out, "Really? Is he serious? What's wrong with the main character?" The person who just spoke is Na Kong Lim, a second-year high school student. His fingers swiped continuously on the screen, his mouth muttering, "I really can't understand it. What a piece of trash. Why are all the main characters like this?" On the screen was a series of comments. "I bet this guy has issues. What do you expect from this idiot? Eat late is no, is this guy serious?" Udahi's fans lost all hope in just a moment. Kang Lim was extremely dejected. There's another round of criticism in the comments section. Udahi's fans have lost hope because of this scene. He suddenly sat bolt upright and exclaimed, "I haven't lost hope yet. I've already thought about dating and marriage." The more Kang Lim thought about it, the angrier he got, shouting louder, "How can I give up?" But before he could finish his words, someone suddenly opened the door to his room and shouted, "Hey, this person is Naminjong, a first-year high school student." She scowled and said, "Shut up, will you? You know I can hear your voice from my room. You're embarrassing me while I'm on the phone with my friend. Can you please be quiet?" He was a bit flustered. "I'm sorry, but the way you talk to your older brother like that—" Before Kang Lim could finish his sentence, Min Jong slammed the door shut. He didn't know whether to laugh or cry. This kid. Kang Lim lay sprawled on his bed again, sighing, "How can I wait until next week? I'm out of cookies. I'll have to delete and reinstall and create a new account." He took out his phone again and scrolled through the comment section. Just then, a new comment appeared. The content was, "If you're so good, why don't you be the main character? I prefer his innocence." Kang Lim wondered curiously, who is this guy? His eyes were glued to the screen. "I'll just dislike it for now. If I could, it would only be if I had the looks." Kang Lim turned around to look at his reflection in the mirror. He adjusted his hair narcissistically, remarking, "Looking at myself in the mirror, maybe I'm not so bad after all, huh?" Kang Lim stepped onto the floor, his hands in a boxing stance. "I could even fight if I tried." While he was distracted, his fist missed and hit the side of the chair hard. Kang Lim cried out in pain. From the next room, an irritable voice shouted, "Shut up!" The scene changes to a classroom with the sound of chatter and laughter all around. This bespectacled male student is Shin Yong-soo, a second-year high school student. Characteristic delusional. He gave a half-smile and said, "Good morning, my subordinate Kang Lim." Kang Lim asked indifferently, "You seem to be in a good mood today, huh?" Yong-soo nodded slightly and replied, "Of course, I finally reached platinum." Hearing this, he pouted. "What kind of matchmaking system is that my team is always feeding?" He boasted, "I also got a new 3-star character, the Sorceress Goddess." Kang Lim's voice couldn't hide his envy. "You didn't spend any money and you got it with just one free roll. You must have used up all your luck." Yong-soo pushed up his glasses and replied, "That's right. Destiny has chosen me, the chosen one." As if remembering something, he turned to the side and asked, "Ah, I just remembered, have you read yesterday's chapter yet?" He didn't understand at all and asked back, "Which one? Which series are you talking about?" Kang Lim replied, "Yesterday was Wednesday. Of course I'm talking about Goddess of the High Heavens." Yong-soo looked completely lost, muttering, "Goddess of the High Heavens. What's that? Is it a new series?" Now it was his turn to be dumbfounded. "Huh," Kang Lim explained with a deadpan face. "You're talking about Goddess of the High Heavens? You idiot. Escaping Crisis 6 Wives?" He stroked his chin half jokingly, half seriously, and said, "The title is quite interesting. I can't believe there's such a famous series that I don't know about." He was a bit annoyed. "Hey, why do you keep pretending you don't know about it? Stop joking around. Didn't you say yesterday that Da-hee was the most promising? Because the girl you like, Yerim, hasn't appeared in 2 months." Yong-soo turned and asked, "My subordinate, what are you talking about?" Before he could finish his sentence, his phone suddenly rang, cutting him off. The person nicknamed Sorcerer's attendant said, "Master, save me." Yongsu angrily shouted, "What are they invading again? Damn evil demon." Kang Lim couldn't help but sigh. Your delusion is getting worse. He was still engrossed in the conversation. Don't give up mythical blue dragon with my remaining life force. I will resolve this. Kang Lim focused on scrolling through his phone, completely ignoring Yongsu. He wondered to himself, how can you not know about Goddess of the High Heavens? I'll find it for him. But he scrolled and still found nothing. Looking at his list of followed series, he felt confused. Why isn't it in my series list? Or was it taken down? Yongsu then turned and said, "Let me see what series it is." Kang Lim was still dazed. If that's the case, everyone else must be outraged in the comments section, right? There must be some kind of protest here, whether big or small, right? The forum must be in chaos. The teacher on the podium suddenly spoke up. "Settle down, everyone. Be quiet and settle into your seats," she said to the students. "Today we have a new transfer student. She will introduce herself as soon as she enters the classroom." Hearing this, whispers spread throughout the classroom. The new transfer student was a female student with long, shiny blonde hair. Seeing this, everyone continuously clapped to welcome the new friend. The new student introduced herself. "Hello, everyone. My name is Yu Da-hee. My father is British, so I transferred schools from there to here. I attended elementary school in Korea, so I can speak Korean quite well." Chatter filled the classroom. "She's so beautiful. Her figure is so well proportioned. Is she an idol? So she's mixed race. Her skin is so beautiful." Yongsu was still searching for the series title Kang Lim mentioned but couldn't find it. He muttered, "That series isn't here." As for him, when he looked up, he was astonished and let out a "huh." Da-hee smiled brightly. "Of course there are still many things I don't know here, and I hope I can make friends with everyone. So please don't be shy, everyone. I will do my best to accommodate you all." The whole class was stunned when they heard her say that. The teacher tapped the cover of a document on the desk as a reminder. "Quiet. This is just the beginning of the semester, so don't overdo it and try to get along." Someone's hand suddenly slammed on the desk, making a very loud sound. It turned out that person was Kang Lim. He shot up from his seat, stunned, and exclaimed, "Yu Da-hee." The surrounding students turned their heads to look at Kang Lim's strange behavior. Yongsu asked doubtfully, "What's wrong? My subordinate, do you know this human woman from another dimension?" His eyes flashed with a suspicious light. "Do I know her? Of course I know her." Kang Lim looked at the blonde girl standing on the podium. Familiar information automatically appeared in his mind. Name, Yu Da-hee. Second year high school, blood type O, Sagittarius. Knows how to play the piano, enjoys flower arranging and listening to classical music. Works as a photo model and a young actress. Has perfect scores in sports academics, and everything else. He opened his phone to compare with the saved image, and she's the main heroine. The main heroine in the series Escaping Crisis 6 Wives. In Kang Lim's memory, she was the main female character among 6 others. "And she's my #1 choice, so of course I know her." He asked the person in front of him. "But why are you here? Is this a prank?" His mind raced with speculation. Or is it cosplay? No. That's absurd. What's the benefit? Kang Lim still couldn't shake off the thought. But they really look so much alike and they're both mixed race. What is this? Am I still sleeping? Is this a dream? The teacher asked suspiciously. Da-hee, do you know Kang Lim? Da-hee said with a confident voice. No, I've never met him before. Time passed by. In the blink of an eye, it was 12:40 p.m. lunchtime. Yongsu spoke up, "My subordinate, it's lunchtime." He turned his head to look at Kang Lim and said at length, "Unlike me, descendant of the Dragon King, your physical body needs nourishment. You've been strange like this since morning. Could it be the curse of the dark sorcerer?" Hearing Yongsu ask, "Or are you jealous of my luck?" Kang Lim buried his head in his arms and replied, "No, it's not that. Just go." He thought to himself, "I'll summarize what has happened. 1. The heroine of Goddess of the High Heavens has appeared in real life. Yu Da-hee, even if I assume they just look alike. 2. The series has completely disappeared from webtoon. I can't find anything. 3. No one but me knows what crazy thing is happening. His eyes became sad. If this isn't a dream or a delusion, then I'm the only crazy one here. Kang Lim slowly stood up. Should I ask her what's happening? She should know about this, right? Seeing Da Hee happily chatting with other classmates. But more importantly, she's really attractive. It's like I'm looking at a celebrity. She's completely different. Unintentionally, Da Hee's gaze met Kang Lim's. He flinched. Huh. Our eyes met. Seeing her slowly approach him, Kang Lim wondered, why is she coming here? Why? His heart pounded violently. Wait, my heart isn't ready for this. Da Hee called out, Hey! She tucked her hair behind her ear and asked, Have we met somewhere before? Kang Lim's face turned beet red and he exclaimed, What? Then he regained his composure and said, Ah, no. Da Hee chuckled. Oh, really? Why are you using such a formal tone? Kang Lim blushed again. It's been a long time since I last talked to a girl. I'm so nervous. She sounded a bit flustered. I was wondering what happened this morning. I'm really not good at remembering faces, so I've forgotten a few people in the past. Isn't that funny? His voice filled with anxiety as he asked, Ah, are you talking about the time you met Seo Yoon Young? She even prepared the white chocolate you like, and she was so excited because she hadn't seen you in a long time. Even if you don't remember her, Kang Lim thought to himself, this is a pretty interesting scene that happened in the story. A scene that a fan of Yu Da-hee like me has read over and over again. But Da-hee replied, stunned, Huh, she only focused on one detail. How did you know that? And also that I like to eat white chocolate. He froze. Wait, this is wrong. Kang Lim wanted to hit his head. What are you saying, Nah Kang Lim, you're such an idiot. Seo Yoon Young was your childhood friend before she went to England. It's really strange that I know this. But Da-hee was curious. How do you know Yoon Young? He panicked and made an excuse. It's nothing. I was just talking to myself. I was just thinking random thoughts. And I also really like white chocolate. The girls around them found it strange. Who is that? Why is he talking so much? It's so weird. Da-hee lowered her voice and said, Wait, you are… Before she could finish her sentence, someone from behind tapped her shoulder and called out, Da-hee, you haven't been to the store yet, right? The male student introduced himself. I'm Kang Ho-chun and this is Lee Ji-hoon. We're planning to go there. Let's go together. Today's lunch is terrible. It'll be better there. She turned her head and replied, Oh, really? Okay then. Da-hee followed the two of them as they left. As she walked, she said, I've always wanted to go there once in Korea. Ho-chun was curious. Really? Don't they have a store and schools in England? After saying that, he glanced back and glared. Kang Lim flinched. Scum! I overreacted a bit. His hands under the table clenched his pants tightly. I know exactly what Da-hee likes and dislikes. Seeing her happily talking and laughing with the other two, Kang Lim was dejected. Life is so boring. A post appeared on the forum. Webtoon character appears in real life. This is serious. I was reading webtoons as usual, and then one day I woke up and found out the heroine is a transfer student at my school. It seems no one knows about it except me. That series has also disappeared. I must be crazy. Is this real? Below were a few comments. Recommend some series for me, some light novels like this? What a delusional guy. Kang Lim clicked the mouse while muttering, Well, just as I thought. He leaned back in his chair and lamented, I can't even believe this is happening. Suddenly there was a call from outside. Kang Lim, come down and help Mom. Kang Lim looked at Da-hee shining in the crowd. It's still the same. I couldn't even talk to her during lunchtime. Am I crazy, or is the whole world crazy? When his mother didn't see him come down, she raised her voice and called, Na Kang Lim. He snapped out of it and replied, I'm coming right away. When he got downstairs, Kang Lim asked, What do you need, Mom? His mother said, Go to the store and buy some ketchup. The sound of frying eggs sizzled on the stove. He muttered, No need, I can eat just eggs. Min Jong, without looking at Kang Lim, said, I can't. Why don't you go buy it? Stop wasting time playing games. Stop wasting time playing games. He was helpless. Damn it, you're no different from me. Why are you watching this nonsense? Even so, Kang Lim still went to buy the things. After paying, the staff member said, "Thank you for your purchase." He walked back step by step, dazed. As Kang Lim walked, he pondered. I didn't think about this morning, but Dahi transferring schools is chapter 1 of Goddess of the High Heavens. He suddenly stopped. Wait, does that mean the plot is... Can it really happen in the real world? Kang Lim pouted. What happened in chapter 1? It's been too long, I can't remember. Then he continued walking, thinking to himself, it's probably fine. Suddenly there was a loud thud of an object behind him. He instinctively turned his head to look. A horrified sound rang out. No, someone. Kang Lim's eyes widened in astonishment. I remember now, Escaping Crisis 6 Wives. Escaping Crisis 6 Wives. Like the title suggests, this is a typical romance story. The male lead saved 6 heroines from different crises. And Yuda He is the first challenge, the first stalker. If I remember correctly, there was a fight with the stalker. The male lead saved Dahi and the story began. Sweat poured down his face like rain. This isn't like the webtoon. Kang Lim saw the splattered blood and realized with horror, there's no male lead here. While he covered his mouth speechless, someone else took out their phone to call. 911, right? Yes, there is. What do I do? In the dark night, the sound of chaos echoed relentlessly. Kang Lim collapsed to the ground. This isn't what's supposed to happen just because there's no male lead. He looked at Dahi lying motionless in front of him. This is so unfair, an innocent girl like her. Cold sweat dripped down his face. Kang Lim's voice trembled. What is this? The surrounding space seemed to change in an instant. The teacher frowned angrily and said, What did you just say to me? Really, Nakong Lim, see me in the office after class? Hearing this, he stared wide-eyed, his eyes filled with horror. Huh? What is this? Kang Lim was standing in his spot. Yong-Su's voice echoed in his ear. You discovered the dark cult before she appeared. You're so brave, my subordinate. What is he doing? The teacher called out, we have a new transfer student. She will introduce herself as soon as she comes in. Come in. Why does this sentence feel so familiar? He froze when he heard the other person introduce herself. Hello, everyone. She smiled cheerfully. My name is Yu Da-hee. My father is British, so I transferred schools from there to here. I attended elementary school in Korea, so I can speak Korean quite well. There are still many things I don't know. Kang Lim felt a chill run down his spine. This moment, is it real? Dahi's voice rang out again. And I hope I can make friends with everyone, so please don't be shy, everyone. Seeing her laugh heartily and say, I will do my best to accommodate you all. He was extremely stunned. Did I return to this morning? Outside, the bell rang, signaling the end of class. The teacher reminded, That's enough. Try not to get into any trouble. She looked towards Kang Lim. And you troublemaker, you have to come with me. He flinched. Ma'am, there must be some misunderstanding. The teacher shouted, cutting him off. No excuses. Kang Lim fell into a daze. This strange thing must have some reason. Kang Lim fell into a daze. This strange thing must have some reason. He glanced towards Dahi, but she also saw Kang Lim glance at her, so she looked back. Finding this friend a bit hard to understand, he realized, this must be salvation. If I really return to this moment, then that accident, that terrifying image appeared in Kang Lim's mind. It didn't happen, right? Can I prevent it from happening? In the office, the teacher paused. You know this isn't outside on the street or at home. You're still at school, so try to behave properly. He felt hopeless inside, but nodded on the outside and said, I'll remember. Remembering her words, at school, try to behave properly. Kang Lim felt something was wrong. But saving the heroine Yu Da-hee from death, isn't that the male lead's job? His expression darkened. Kang Lim wondered, or have my words become reality just because of what I said that day? He lowered his voice and said to the teacher, I'm sorry. Because Kang Lim knew that it didn't matter. This was reality. Do you think I'd let my favorite heroine die like that? His eyes showed determination. Let's go save her. With my own strength. I know what will happen. What's the problem? Back at his desk, Kang Lim's mood was extremely gloomy. I think that's a big problem. The paper was covered in dense text. I've written down everything I can remember and summarized the plot, but Yongsu found his friend acting very strangely today. What's wrong, my subordinate? You're awake in class but not playing games. You're awake in class but not playing games. He just glanced over and exclaimed in astonishment, "Wait, is that an autobiography? One of the 27 banned masterpieces?" Kang Lim shook his head and replied, "It's not banned, and it's not a story either." Yongsu smiled as if he understood everything. "No need to be shy. Even I write. My work is about a past life in another world. Even I write. My work is about a past life in another world," he said with a regretful look, "but I've forgotten a few parts, some very important parts." Kang Lim scratched his head helplessly. "That's the problem. I can't remember the exact details, but the biggest problem is there are too many differences between me and the original main character. While Ingong has all the characteristics, handsome, extremely friendly, amazing good at fighting, someone the bullies can't touch." Kang Lim clutched his head and collapsed. "And the face. The face," he sobbed dejectedly. "He almost has enough to be the main character thanks to his looks, and I'm the complete opposite compared to him. No comparison, no pain. He's proficient in taekwondo, therefore he can prevent the stalker incident very easily." Kang Lim ruffled his hair. "But I can't save Yu Dahi that way. I'm going to get my ass kicked." He pointed at the paper and spoke at length. "All right, this is the plot and give me some advice. The main character will know what's going to happen. Understand, he knows when, where, and what will happen, and what should he do to stop it." Yongsu calmly gave the answer. "It's simple. If he's the main character, he just needs to rush in and fight." Kang Lim reminded, "No using force. He's just an ordinary student." He touched the hair on his forehead and said, "My subordinate, you're too slow on the uptake. If someone is just an ordinary student, then you should grant him magic." Hearing this, he laughed to himself. "Forget it. Why did I even hope for you?" Yongsu suddenly pointed at the paper and asked, "If he knows when and where the heroine will have an accident, why doesn't he stop her from going there? Don't let it happen." Hearing this, Kang Lim was stunned, his expression somewhat bewildered. Then he shot up, grabbed Yongsu's collar, and exclaimed joyfully, "That's it! Just as I expected from the descendant of the Dragon King, thanks to your delusion that still persists even in high school." He said flustered, "Thanks for the compliment, but isn't that a bit much? Because we are—" Yongsu lowered his voice to remind him. In the middle of the class, the teacher saw his action and shouted, "Nakang Lim, is it you again?" Dahi and everyone else stared. What's wrong with him?" Kang Lim came out of the office once again, chuckling to himself as he walked. "That's right, I overthought it. Everything will be fine if I tell her it's very dangerous." After that, Kang Lim hesitated and wondered. "I just need to approach her and lie. And if she doesn't believe me, should I save someone else?" He secretly made up his mind. "All right, I just need to—" Kang Lim pushed the door open and called out, "Hey, you Dahi." He only saw her talking to everyone, whispers echoing around. "Really? That's amazing. We should have a fan club. You're a really famous model. You really suit it." He and Dahi were separated by a wall of ordinary people. Kang Lim's side was quiet while her side was bustling with laughter and chatter. He sat down on the chair and thought to himself, "Maybe I should wait." Kang Lim tapped his fingertips together to ease his anxiety. He muttered, all right. Anyway, I'm quite free." Kang Lim followed closely behind Dahi. "Anyway, I'm quite free. We have to change classes too." He followed her while telling himself, "Just once. I just need to tell her once." Kang Lim followed Dahi step by step. Kang Lim followed Dahi step by step. Looking at the clock, it was now 12:40 p.m., while 12:30 p.m. was lunchtime. In an instant, Kang Lim's mood plummeted, becoming gloomy. "I can't approach her." He scratched his head in frustration. "How come there's always a crowd around her? Is this the life of an ordinary person? I don't want it at all. She can't—" Kang Lim tried to calm himself down. "It's okay, I still have one more chance." He told himself, "I still have one last chance. Yudahi will talk to me at lunchtime." Kang Lim sat at his desk harboring hope in his heart. Kang Lim sat at his desk harboring hope in his heart. Then the group of people slowly walked past him. Kang Lim watched their retreating figures. Someone spoke up. Dahi, you haven't been to the store yet, right? Seeing her walking, he screamed inwardly. Why isn't she coming? It can't be. Hearing Dahi say, I've always wanted to go there once in Korea. Kang Lim felt confused. She approached me last time. The future has changed. How? He replayed the previous scene in his mind. Could it be because of that moment? Because I made a bad impression twice. Did the future change just because of that? Kang Lim shot up. No, I can't let her move like that. Suddenly, the surrounding space shook violently. The lights in the classroom went out with a pop, and the light in the room became dim. In just a blink of an eye, he found himself standing in the middle of the classroom. The teacher's voice rang out, Today we have a transfer student. She will introduce herself. She was speaking and suddenly turned her head to ask, Before entering the classroom, what were you doing? Kang Lim, why are you standing up? Is there a problem? He was still standing there dumbfounded. What's going on? In the restroom, the sound of running water in the quiet space became even clearer. Kang Lim's hands rested on the edge of the sink. I traveled back again. I suspected it, but now it's clear. He finally realized this isn't the only chance. This is a plot loop, a story where the character is stuck in a time loop. I've activated the time loop. I've returned to the save point, which is this morning. Kang Lim was stunned and wondered, if that's the case, my life. The problem here is figuring out the loop condition. He recalled Dahi's previous accident. The first time Yudahi's death was the loop condition. Very simple. Death is a loop condition of the plot. Then Kang Lim remembered when Dahi and the other two walked past him. But what about the second time I didn't even do anything? He carefully recalled, the difference from the first time is I made a bad impression on Yudahi. Kang Lim turned off the faucet. I can't figure out why. He walked down the hallway contemplating. So, I just need to not make a bad impression in this timeline, right? Luckily, I can go back. Kang Lim stroked his chin and reminded himself, I need to act normally before lunchtime. Suddenly someone called out, Hi, Kang Lim. This innocent-looking female student is Park Young-ah, second-year high school. He smiled and greeted her back. Hi, Young-ah, she teased. Why do you always walk around with those dead fish eyes? Kang Lim said in a half-joking, half-serious tone. You always say that. Someone might think I'm wearing contact lenses, Young-ah said. Good timing. There's something I want to show you. I just finished writing the first chapter of my work. He exclaimed, Oh, you said you wanted to enter a competition, right? She nodded and replied, That's right, I'll send you the link. So can you take a look and give me some feedback? Kang Lim readily agreed. Sure, it seems interesting. What genre is it? Young-ah shyly replied, It's fantasy, but I haven't finished it yet. She used her phone to hide her embarrassment. I was planning to tell you at the club, but since we met here, he felt surprised and quickly exclaimed, Wait, you're not going to tell me. Now? Young-ah asked back, Why? What's wrong? Kang Lim suddenly froze. This is the consequence of the butterfly effect. I never met Young-ah the first time. I need to be as careful as possible. He hurriedly ran off, turning his head back as he ran and said, I'll look at it after class. See you later. I'll look at it after class. See you later. On the wall, the clock showed 12:40 p.m. It was now lunchtime. Kang Lim's entire body radiated an aura like a blazing fire. It's time, lunchtime, the last chance. I tried to get her attention this morning. Come here, Yudahi. He chuckled inwardly. I need to be calm and speak clearly. I've simulated thousands of scenarios in my head. While Kang Lim was concentrating on his thoughts, I'm ready. Dahi approached step by step and called out, Hey! She tucked her hair behind her ear and asked gently, Have we met before? Hearing this, he exclaimed in astonishment, Hey! In an instant, Kang Lim's face turned beet red. Unable to think of anything else, he stammered awkwardly, No, no. Dahi smiled brightly and asked again, Really? Why are you using such a formal tone? I thought we had met before. Because you act like you know me. I'm not good at remembering faces. Maybe I've forgotten you. Funny, isn't it? Hearing this, Kang Lim flinched. I need to say it. I can't just sit here. He tried to arrange his words but kept stammering, unable to say anything. Seeing this, she asked, "What's wrong?" Looking at that adorable face, Kang Lim tormented himself inwardly. Damn it, what should I say? Should I say everything? Should I say she'll fall off the roof? That doesn't make any sense at all. Kang Lim was having an intense internal struggle. If she asks how I know, then Dahi asked again. What's wrong? Do you have something to say? He opened his mouth and uttered each word. Actually, his heart pounded in his chest. I'm so nervous. I need to keep talking. I can't think of anything. Suddenly, someone tapped her shoulder and called out, Hey Dahi, you haven't been to the store yet, right? He introduced himself. I'm Kang Ho Chun and this is Lee Ji Hoon. We're planning to go there. Let's go together. Ji Hoon also said, Let's go. He muttered, Today's lunch looks terrible. It's better to go there. Kang Lim was dejected. Wait, did I waste time again? Dahi's excited voice rang out. I've always wanted to go there once in Korea. Ho Chun laughed and asked, Really? They don't have it in England? If I don't do anything, the end will be that horrifying scene. Kang Lim's eyes snapped open wide awake. He shot up. No, I can't let it happen. Kang Lim shouted, Seo Yun Young. I know you from Seo Yun Young. Ho Chun asked doubtfully. Huh, what is he talking about? Ji Hoon was curious. Seo Yun Young, who's that? Only Da Hee stood there stunned. She asked him, Yun Young, you're Yun Young's friend. Kang Lim replied awkwardly, That's right, she always talks about you. That's why I was so surprised this morning. But he thought differently. Of course I only saw her through the screen. I just need to continue the conversation so I can talk about the stalker. But hey, seeing Da Hee walk towards him step by step, Kang Lim explained, I've only heard about you. I haven't met you yet. She asked, Really? Are you too close? Do you know the secret about Yun Young's real name? He shyly replied, Of course. Kang Lim flinched as he realized, Of course. Wait, is she testing our relationship? Outwardly, he explained, Chunja? Is it Seo Chunja? She hates it because it sounds so old-fashioned. Dahi tilted her head slightly and looked into his eyes. It seems you really know her. So you know about me, right? Kang Lim froze as she moved closer to him. Dahi lowered her voice and spoke coldly. Hey, shut up and follow me. I'll kill you if you try anything. Kang Lim was dragged away by Dahi, unable to resist. He quickly said, Wait, you Dahi, what are you suddenly doing? Kang Lim broke out in a cold sweat thinking about how she had pushed him against the wall with a cold gaze and warned him. What was that just now? Kill me? Did I mishear? She's like a completely different person. Thinking this, Kang Lim's heart began to waver. He stopped and refused to go, asking, No, wait. At least can you tell me where we're going? Dahi didn't turn her head, ignoring his resistance and continuing forward. I don't know. Where are we going now? I want a place where no one is around. Halfway there, she suddenly stopped. Oh, right, let's go to the backyard. Kang Lim was confused. Huh, a place with no one, and behind the school. He started to have wild thoughts, causing his face to turn completely red. No, it can't be romantic comedy. Backyard, confession spot. Kang Lim's mind bloomed with excitement. Am I about to be confessed to? He again imagined his mother Yong-soo and Min Jong watching him, and her getting married. All three were teary-eyed. Mom thought a kid like you would never get married. I won't let you off if you make her cry. Although you're a traitor, live a happy life, my subordinate. Da-hee, wearing a wedding dress, shyly said, My love. She turned around and gently asked, What are you thinking? Kang Lim grinned foolishly. Nothing, I was just remembering the first day we met. He scratched his head. I didn't expect you to fall in love with me at first sight and confess behind the school. Da-hee chuckled. That was a long time ago. You're making me shy. The officiant spoke, You may kiss the bride. Both of them leaned in close. Back in reality, he was pouting his lips, looking very lewd. Da-hee beside him was angry. I'll kill you. Kang Lim flinched and stepped back. Damn it, I accidentally imagined our future together. He broke out in a cold sweat. Wait, what did you just say? Da-hee shot him a murderous glare. Her voice was cold. Didn't you hear me? I'll kill you. She faced Kang Lim directly. All right, if you dare tell anyone I'll kill you. Dahi reached out her hand. Ah, don't misunderstand. I won't kill you directly, but I'll use every means to ruin your life. Her words left him gaping, his eyes wide, his mouth agape, his head full of question marks. Until you beg for death. Dahi narrowed her eyes. So I'm warning you. Then she raised her voice. Did you hear clearly? Kang Lim quickly interrupted, shouting. Who are you? Huh, what are you saying? His fearful eyes pointed at Dahi. You're not you, Dahi? She would never say things like that. She would never say such vulgar things. She feigned surprise and tilted her head. Are you playing innocent? You're so close to Seo Yoon Young, yet you don't know. Dahi crossed her arms and said, I was just playing a role. The good girl, that's all. Kang Lim asked, confused. Huh, playing a role. A clue surfaced in his mind. Wait, let me synthesize what I know about you, Dahi, from the webtoon. Kang Lim looked her over, assessing. Perfect scores, excellent physical fitness, artistic talent. She excels in every aspect. Then he thought about the article from before. But the main reason fans call her God's mistake is because then he remembered the scene where she helped an old person cross the street. She's not arrogant because of her God-given talent. She always shows kindness whenever she appears. The old man even smiled and thanked her. People sometimes criticized her for being too perfect. Why not? She's a webtoon character. He was astonished to discover, thanks to that image, she won the #1 spot for popularity in the survey. The second most popular character? Even I fell for her because of that kindness. But Kang Lim still found it a bit hard to believe. But why? As he was thinking, Dahi's voice rang out. Damn it! She put her hands on her hips, her expression annoyed, and muttered, I should have shut Seo Yoon Young up before I came here. Is she having problems? She ruined my dream of high school life before it even began. Seeing this attitude from her, Kang Lim was aghast. So after all, it was just an act. The good girl. It was all fake. He blurted out, No way, you're not Yu Dahi, are you? Dahi glanced at him and asked, What the hell? Kang Lim shouted, Yu Dahi is an innocent character who likes literature and flower arranging. She raised an eyebrow. That's what my manager came up with. I like watching professional wrestling. He continued to question her, and she calmly replied, What about romance movies? I prefer Hollywood movies with a few explosion scenes. And wishing for world peace every Christmas. Isn't ruling the world cooler than a peaceful world? What about classical music? Death metal is the best. After running out of questions, Kang Lim finally felt defeated, unable to believe it. No way! Seeing him completely dejected, Dahi was suspicious. Wait, you haven't heard those things from Seo Yoon Young? Kang Lim replied, I haven't. She was bewildered and confused. Then she came to her senses. Finally realizing completely, Dahi suddenly changed her attitude, becoming cheerful and friendly towards Kang Lim. Hey, my dear classmate, let's go back to class together, okay? He looked up and shouted, It's too late for that. Dahi gave him an annoyed side glance. Damn it, in that case? I've been looking like an idiot all this time. Kang Lim reminded, Watch your words. Don't say things that don't suit. Dahi stepped forward and slapped Kang Lim's face. It's all your fault. He was knocked to the ground, his body trembling. You Dahi just used force and it hurts like hell. Kang Lim struggled to move. My fault. What kind of ridiculous reason is that? She put her hands on her hips and tossed her hair. Weren't you the one who confused me from the start? From now on, watch your words. Don't tell anyone. I can't let you ruin my list. He touched his recently slapped cheek and asked doubtfully, List? Dahi led Kang Lim to the stairs. Here. Then she held up a notebook full of writing. My list of 101 things I want to do in high school. Dahi was shy. My dream is to complete everything here and erase what I've done. In summary, it's simple things like joining the student council and taking pictures while wearing a uniform. Kang Lim sighed, thinking it was something else. I thought you wanted something like changing the world. How boring. Hearing him call it boring, Da-hee angrily punched a hole in the wall next to her. Kang Lim changed his mind. It's truly a list worth doing. Everything is great. He asked confused, but you can do it alone. Why do you need me to follow you? She explained coldly, because I don't want you spreading rumors about me. Da-hee glanced at Kang Lim. I don't trust Seo Yoon Young even if that person told me she could make meiju from bean flour. He wondered to himself, why didn't you do that from the beginning? You mean soybeans. Note, she's trying to use a proverb but is getting it wrong. The meaning here is not to trust even after 1,000,000 years. Kang Lim realized she was using the word incorrectly. As she walked, she held the notebook and explained, most things here are related to clubs. What should I do to join a club? The two walked side by side, causing the surrounding students to buzz with gossip. Is that the transfer student from class 3? And the person next to her? Is that the guy from… Kang Lim pointed to the notice board. 7th period today is club activities. Let's go check out some clubs. Da-hee immediately ran to the notice board to look. There are so many. I wanted to come here because there's a lot of club recruitment here. I heard the homeroom teacher is very laid back. He approached suspiciously. Don't tell me you came to this school just for the clubs. She immediately replied, and this school's uniform is very pretty. He nodded. Oh, I see. Kang Lim's eyes were full of scrutiny as he looked at Da-hee. I feel like you're going to do things beyond my imagination. I mean, this isn't a high school in a webtoon. The clubs here only do things to put on their records. They use it for decoration. He shrugged. Club activities will be used for students preparing for admission, so they're pretty useless since you've already prepared for something, and it completely goes against educational policy. Da-hee looked at him silently, then the corners of her lips twitched as she voiced her thoughts. You don't have any friends, do you? Kang Lim flinched. Huh, do you know what you just said? No, I was just thinking about a few things I saw online. The difference between an insider and an outsider. An outsider prioritizes the conversation over details. An outsider tries to win the conversation. Friends, I won $1 million in the lottery. Outsider, you're mistaken, it was only $800,000. Friends, I won $1 million in the lottery. Outsider, really? I wish I did too. What would you do if you won the lottery? Kang Lim knew he had slipped up and hurriedly explained. Hey, don't misunderstand. I want to be an outsider, just because I want to. They also say having more friends makes relationships unstable. Da-hee laughed teasingly and turned away. All right, sorry, okay. Kang Lim heard the sarcasm in her voice. Don't apologize like that. He stood there, dejectedly watching her laugh happily. Damn it! She really knows how to tease people. I was really tricked when I chose her as my favorite character. Give me back my faith. Kang Lim pondered. But she's still like you to he. Da-hee suddenly spoke up. What about this club? I don't think I can choose a club just by looking. She turned around and asked, how many clubs are there in total? Kang Lim replied, don't joke. You're not planning to look at all of them, are you? He recalled, I mean, she's really good at sports, but the scene of Da-hee weaving through a crowd of men to kick a soccer ball. Huh, she's this good. One kick from her, and the goalkeeper couldn't save it. She stood in the middle of the soccer field cheering, Goal, I did it. Someone came over and asked, Da-hee, are you planning to play professionally? She laughed shyly. Come on, don't flatter me. No, I believe you're perfectly capable of doing that. Then Da-hee continued to participate in basketball, badminton, baseball, and marathons. Da-hee participated in all of them and won first place. She tilted her head back slightly and gulped down water. Da-hee finished drinking water and wiped her mouth. Is that all the sports clubs? Kang Lim stood behind her helpless. Didn't you just want to try a little bit? Suddenly she noticed the door in front. Let's see. In that case, Da-hee approached the door. What's this multicultural? I didn't see this on the board. Kang Lim explained, that's the club I joined. We're not planning to recruit anyone. The multicultural club called DVH. Da-hee asked confused, DVH, what does it do? He replied, We experience various cultural activities to prepare for careers and gain social knowledge. Kang Lim led her inside. At least that's the plan. Actually, inside there are two people playing games very loudly. Remember the name mythical blue dragon Dai? Dai, you should have released the lantern sooner. Kang Lim said, this is just a place for friends to play games together. Yong-Soo turned his head and saw the two of them. Why are you so late, my subordinate? Halfway through his sentence, he saw Da-hee and flinched. What? Jung-ah asked suspiciously. Who is this? Da-hee cheerfully approached and greeted them. Hello, my name is Yu Da-hee. I'm a new transfer student who just moved to Kang Lim's class today. Kang Lim stood behind her speechless at her changed attitude. Look at her, how quickly she changed her tone. Jung-ah took off her headphones. You don't have to be so polite. I'm also a second-year student. But why are you two? Kang Lim replied. She wanted to check out the club, so I just showed her around. She asked what club this was, so I brought her here. Da-hee curiously peeked at Jung-ah's screen. Are you playing a game? What game is it, can I try? Jung-ah nodded and pulled up a chair for her. Here, sit down. I'll show you. The two people standing beside them whispered, Explain. My subordinate, have you switched sides? You're hanging out with a 3D girl. Yong-Soo said, and brought her to this sacred place. Kang Lim replied, I thought she was 2D, but I was tricked. I'm just a victim. He was suspicious. Huh? He was a bit awkward. It's a bit rude to say this in front of Jung-ah. Yong-Soo made a face as if he understood everything. Ah, she's an exception. She's the one chosen by Shin. Don't you just want her to carry you in the game? Park Jung-ah is a grandmaster in ANK. Da-hee sat down on the chair and said, I think I understand. Is there a 1v1 mode? I want to try a match. Jung-ah thought for a moment and said, I think it's possible if we go mid. Da-hee's eyes glanced at Kang Lim. All right then. Kang Lim got goosebumps. What? Why are you looking at me like that? You want to beat up a chicken? Do I look like someone who doesn't know how to play games? Da-hee smirked. Maybe. Aren't you bad at sports? Maybe you're also bad at video games? Hearing her words, Kang Lim's face couldn't hide his anger. Veins bulged on his face. He trembled with anger. How dare you use the fact that I'm not good at sports to laugh at and insult me? All right then. Kang Lim regained his composure and shouted, I'll show you, prepare to get owned. Yong-Soo peeked over as expected. Just as I thought. As evening fell, Da-hee's eyes were half closed. We played games until the sun set. She put her hands in her pockets, turned, and said, You better take responsibility. I still have many things I want to do on my list. Kang Lim angrily retorted, Didn't you just want to play over and over until you won? Da-hee as if granting a favor. Well, then let's continue going around tomorrow. He was speechless looking at Da-hee. Why do you keep wanting me to go with you? She replied. Anyway, today was a lot of fun. Kang Lim asked, Did you just ignore me? Da-hee looked up at the sky. I was a little worried about middle school, but Kang Lim pondered middle school. Ah, I guess a few things happened. He walked behind her and said, Hey, why do you want to play the good girl role so much? I don't see why it's necessary. She didn't turn her head but questioned suspiciously, Huh. Da-hee's eyes gradually darkened. No one likes me. People prefer the good girl image of me. Hearing her say that, he was stunned into silence. Da-hee stopped and turned to look at him. Aren't you the same? You said you, Da-hee, would never behave like that. Then the scenes that had just happened that morning replayed in his mind. No way you're not Da-hee. You, Da-hee, would never say that. She would never speak so vulgarly. Da-hee quickly raised her hand and said, That's not what I meant. She shook her head. It's okay. Everyone is like that. Da-hee's eyes held a hint of sadness. I've tried before. In the end, I have to be like this. Remembering before, instead of living the way I want, I live the way everyone wants you, Da-hee, to be. The halos are exchanged. Returning to the present, Da-hee turned and smiled. Are you disappointed because I showed this side of myself? Sorry, no matter what you say, Kang Lim cut her off. It's truly a pity. I feel more comfortable if you're honest. Da-hee's eyes widened in confusion. Huh. He shrugged. Of course, if you compare it to the webtoon version, you're very violent and also very cunning, but Kang Lim smiled. I still feel more comfortable when you're honest with yourself like this. I did it, he thought to himself. I wasn't as shy as the previous 2 lunch breaks. Hearing him say that she wanted to speak but then stopped. Seeing Dahi's body tremble in waves, Kang Lim asked with some concern. What's wrong? Is there a problem? She shook her head. No. Wait. Dahi stood in the sunlight, her expression shy as she looked to the side, her cheeks flushed. Seeing this image, Kang Lim's cheeks also turned bright red. He quickly stepped back. What's wrong, you? Dahi ran over and hit Kang Lim. What did you just say about me who's violent and cunning? But that's the truth. He walked while rubbing his head. Why did she punch me like that? It still hurts so much. I still haven't told her about the stalker, but that's not the right place to talk about it. Kang Lim pondered. The stalker here is an online fan of hers, and he will attack her today. He looked up at the sky. The event hasn't happened yet. I still have time. Can I save her? Then Kang Lim picked up his phone and dialed a number. I really don't want to use this method, but I have no other choice. As soon as the call connected, he spoke. Hello, is this the police? There are some thugs here. They're throwing fireworks and other things from the rooftop. On Dahi's side, she was sitting on her bed listening to the phone. Huh, what do you mean, Seo Yoon Young? Are you sure? Her expression was a bit disbelieving. You don't know Na Kang Lim. So Kang Lim helped the heroine survive her first day after transferring to his school. By this time, it was already morning. The phone also showed 8:20 a.m., but Kang Lim was still huddled under the blanket, refusing to get up. He was still half asleep, reaching out his hand to turn off the alarm. Please, I beg you. He picked up the phone to turn off the alarm and was surprised by what the phone displayed. Kang Lim sat bolt upright, wide awake. Thursday. That means, he shouted, finally escaped that event. His mother and sister, who were making breakfast, heard him and thought he was having another episode this morning. Min Kyung, go call your brother down for breakfast. The little girl replied, I don't want to go to his room. Kang Lim stood there pleased with himself. Ha ha ha. See how incompetent the characters in the webtoon are. This only took the webtoon 3 chapters instead of like the endless 8-week summer vacation arc in an anime. Although there was a little trouble with the police station. That little trouble was, did you report incorrectly to the police? Don't call and make false reports anymore. I'm sorry, sir. He was still convinced, it's okay. I saved a life. His sister walked in and heard, police station. Na Kang Lim, you finally got into big trouble, didn't you? Then his sister tattled to their mother, Mom, this bastard caused big trouble. Kang Lim exclaimed, Huh, he had trouble with the police. Kang Lim explained, Hey, it's not like that. It was just a misunderstanding. Huh? What do you mean? The police. Mom, wait. It's not like that. After a turbulent morning, he slung his backpack over his shoulder and hummed, heading to school. Damn it, I'm late. Mom hit me so hard. It's all because of that stalker. It feels like I still haven't handled everything. I've dealt with the first stalker incident, but the second stalker incident is the main problem. Everything would be much easier if I knew who the stalker was. His identity was never revealed, and I don't remember what he was like. I think I'd recognize him if I saw him, but my memory is too vague. Wait, what if he appears again? Doesn't he appear a bit too much as a side character? I can't possibly remember all the details about him, like his identifying features or personality. Everything will surely still proceed according to the plot. There's no reason to rush. I can prepare slowly. Following the main events of the plot, my priority is not to complicate things further. Suddenly, Jung-ah, also late, said, from behind, the bell rang. Why aren't you hurrying? You've never been late for school since first grade. It won't be good if you break your streak. Kang Lim turned around. Oh, Park Jung-ah. Jung-ah said, ha, dead fish eyes. Always like that. Kang Lim replied, focus on breathing. Don't talk anymore. You're late for school, too. She replied, it's okay. I'm always late. I've given up on being on time. Kang Lim said, that's not okay at all. He asked, stayed up late drawing WEBTOON again. Huh? Jung-ah replied, Yeah, I fixed a few things you pointed out yesterday. You said the ending of chapter 1 seemed to be missing something, right? So I thought I should give the main character the ability to revive or a time loop, something so they can start over every time they die. Maybe I'll call it a gift from God or something. Kang Lim put his hand on her shoulder, turned her around and said seriously, "Don't do that." Young Ah was bewildered. "Huh?" He shouted. "You can't do that to the main character. If you're the reader, the story will repeat scenes the reader has already seen, so there should only be one timeline. Do you know how hard it is to repeat a day over and over again? Because I just went through it, so I'm obsessed." Young Ah also agreed. "I understand. I'll drop that idea." Saying that, he stormed off to class fuming. She stood there not understanding why. How strange. Doesn't Kang Lim like time loops because he's the one experiencing it? This girl is Kim Na-yoon, a second-year high school student. "Young Ah, why are you out here being late isn't good, you know. You're the class vice president." Young Ah saw someone else was late too. "Ah, Na-yoon. Hi, Kim. Na-yoon, you're the class president, right? Is it okay if both of you are late?" She replied. "What's the big deal? We're humanities majors." Kang Lim, as if on his period. "Don't use humanities as an excuse for everything. Okay?" Good grief. Saying that, he went into his classroom. Na Yoon nudged Jung Ah. "So, how did it go? What did Kang Lim say when you gave him that thing?" Jung Ah replied. "I haven't had a chance to give it to him. I was planning to give it to him yesterday afternoon, but, again, Jung Ah, it's been 3 months already. That's why you're always quieter than everyone else. That's why you're always quieter than everyone else." Jung Ah was optimistic. "It's fine. Kang Lim is only interested in 2D girls." That's also a problem. I don't think he's like that anymore. I don't think he's like that anymore. Hey, Na-yoon took out her phone to show Jung Ah. Here it just appeared on Facebook. Minhyuk High School update, the new transfer student who arrived yesterday. Extremely beautiful and charming. She went through all the clubs. Notably, she dribbled a ball 100 meters in 12 seconds. See more. Somewhere, Kang Lim was also being interrogated. Try to deny it if you can. Why do you keep following Dahi? Good grief, this person. I got scared just because he suddenly wanted to see me. I don't know what he wants, but I have a pretty good idea. Kang Lim said, "I'm not sticking to her. She's the one who wants me to go with her." The young man sneered. "If you're going to lie, at least come up with something more convincing. Then why does she want you to follow her all the time?" He's right. Even if I tell you, you won't believe it. So why ask? Why don't you go ask her directly? The young man replied, "Because I understand her. She goes with you only out of pity for you. That's right. She's too wonderful to have flaws." Ah, this idiot is also a victim. She's talented in everything in the world, as if God made a mistake or slipped up. Indeed, God made a mistake, but not in that sense. Huh. He was surprised when Kang Lim walked away saying, "It's better not to know. If you're done, I'm leaving." He called out, "Hey na Kang Lim. I also go to T1 school." Kang Lim was surprised to hear that. He said arrogantly, "You might not know me, but I know you, so I'm warning you. Stop doing stupid things and stay away from Da-hee." Kang Lim was speechless. "That will definitely happen even if you don't do anything." According to the original story, the main character helped Yoo-hee integrate with her classmates. I'm worried about what I should do because the main character doesn't exist here. But looking at what that dog is doing, it seems she's fine. This guy heard Kang Lim but didn't understand anything. The next stalker incident will still happen. I shouldn't stay too far away from her, or the romantic comedy will end here. Suddenly, he felt bewildered again. That's what I thought. "But why are you here?" Da-hee suddenly asked. "What?" Kang Lim got annoyed. "What? What? Why are you in the club room and why are you eating my food?" She ate while saying, "Can you stop complaining just because of a little food? Don't eat anymore. Younga already gave me permission." Kang Lim shouted, "Hey, I'm the president of this club. Therefore, I'm the one who has authority in this club." Da-hee was indifferent. "Didn't you promise yesterday you said you'd show me the rest of the clubs?" Kang Lim denied it. "I didn't say that. If you're worried about your secret, I promise I won't tell anyone. Okay?" Because you don't have friends to say it right. Hey, you look like someone who can only tell secrets to friends. Do you think I brought you along because I like you? There are many people out there who like you, so go play with them. Stop bothering my territory. Dahi said, having too many people like you is the problem. I don't want to date. I just want to live my dream high school life. I shouldn't have put my phone number on the club application form, Izuan, in Nanuwarendi. As a result, so many people confess to me that I can't scroll through them all. It's so long it could end this chapter right here. 3 minutes ago. What are you doing? Confessing just to create a relationship after so many days of flirting. But confessing without needing a conversation? Kang Lim was stunned to hear that. Because everyone has asked for advice on love from webtoon cases and similar things. She continued narcissistically, how can I blame them? It's just because I'm too beautiful in their eyes. It's all my fault. Kang Lim was exasperated. Before learning how to show off, why don't you learn how to be a decent person first? It's hard to be humble when you're also the best like me. That's a quote from Muhammad Ali. Nakong Lim, if you were as famous as me? Suddenly she saw Kang Lim's furious, angry face and stopped. I'm sorry. I said something impossible. Don't apologize like that. All right, now I have to reply to all the messages. Now we have to put the list aside for later. Can you wait? Kang Lim wondered, wait, EY. So Kang Lim walked ahead, and Da He followed behind. The two walked silently in the hallway. Da He walking behind Kang Lim seemed to have some intention towards him. Young, you're a friend of Young. That's right, she always talks about you hehe. Chun He's real name is Seo Chun Ja. That's why I was surprised this morning. Seo Yun Young, are you serious you don't know? Na Kang Lim. Da He was suspicious. One of you is lying to me. I've guessed a little. But Na Kong Lim just thought, are you Young's boyfriend? Then he felt tired. I need to go home and play games. Da He recalled, hey that bitch Seo Yun Young. My boyfriend must be 100-meter tall, handsome, a third-year university student. She hated how she always bragged like that in the past. But her real boyfriend is just a guy with dead fish eyes. If she lied to hide this, then everything makes sense. Nakong Lim has no reason to lie. He also knows Seo Yun Young's real name. Kang Lim turned around and said, what are you doing? Where are we going? The girl walked ahead. How should I use this information? Kang Lim heard but didn't understand anything. At this time somewhere, I don't know where. Kang Lim was confused. Today finished earlier than yesterday. What about your list? Is it done? Da He replied, there are still many things. I still have a female modeling contract. Someone from the agency will be here soon. She turned back. I'm a busy person, not like some people. Seeing this, he shooed her away. All right, you're the best. Now go. Da He was on the phone with someone. Hello, yes. Annie, I'm standing at the entrance here. Really? Does that mean today? She was startled. Huh? Wait, what do you mean? But you should have told me sooner, right? Kang Lim, who hadn't gone far, heard this and turned back. Most people have left already. All right, it doesn't matter who it is. Right? Kang Lim asked, what's wrong? Is there a problem? You're not busy, right? Kang Lim was annoyed. Why do you keep talking as if I have nothing to do? Da He asked. So are you busy with anything? Kang Lim replied, I'm not. She said again, exactly. Then you have to be my manager today. He heard and was bewildered. Huh, do what? Manager, just for today. Nearby, a guy was watching the two of them. I won't forgive you. That guy dares to take Da He. Wait for me, Da He. I'll come save you soon. This guy looks familiar, doesn't he? So Kang Lim reluctantly became Da He's manager. One day, the older sister drove the two of them. Where's my business card? Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. Then she took out her business card and gave it to Kang Lim. I'm Lee Hyuju. You can call me Hyuju Nuna. Kang Lim took the business card and then also introduced himself. Yes, ma'am. My name is Na Kang Lim. According to the business card, this older sister works at Green Window Entertainment Lee Hyuju. She said, anyway, you really saved us today by agreeing to be the manager. We're a bit short-staffed due to a planning mistake. I really don't know what to do right now. I also had to change my schedule to pick up Dahi. And yet you always say I'm an amateur like this. Sorry, it's just been a long time since we've been back to Korea. We'll definitely pay you appropriately. Kang Lim was surprised. Really? Thank you, ma'am. Kang Lim thought, if I get paid, I've wanted to buy a new mechanical keyboard for a long time. Suddenly, Dahi leaned over and whispered to him, Hey, she's a bit sensitive about her age and marriage, so be careful. That's why she wants everyone to call her Nuna. A manager got into trouble for talking about this issue, and the older sister heard her younger sibling bad-mouthing her already and felt a bit bitter. Dahi, I heard what you said, he said again. Huh, you're not playing the good girl role anymore. I don't need to do that with Hyuju. We already know everything about each other. She's one of the few people who knows about this secret. She laughed loudly. Your relationship is a bit surprising. I didn't think you'd show a different side to anyone other than Yoon Young and this kid. Is that so? Are you two in a relationship? Hey sister, watch the road while you drive. Both of them immediately denied it. What are you thinking? Why would I date this guy? Of course not. We're not. You two are this close already. Angry at the same time. We're not close at all. A little later, the two of them also arrived at GGD magazine. He was surprised. GGD magazine? Kang Lim thought. It seems I know about this magazine. He asked, Are we working here today? Dahi looked at her phone and replied, This is one of the up-and-coming fashion magazines. The girl held up her phone for him to see. They're very good at utilizing YouTube, so we chose this place. They have a subsidiary company for films and advertising for the company, so trying to make a good impression on them can help you later on. So try to do well, okay? He was worried. I don't really know what to do. Well, it doesn't matter. Just listen and follow instructions, okay? What? Sister Hyuju also bought things and arrived. I'm back, you two. Let's go in. Hurry up, or we'll be late. Then Sister Hyuju hurriedly led the two of them inside to work. At this time inside, a guy was shouting, How ridiculous! How many times have I told you? I can't stand it. You look down on us because this is a small company, right? I'm sorry. It's not like that. Good grief? Ridiculous. The two people walked over to greet Director Choi. Hello, Director Choi. Hello. I hope you can help me today. Suddenly he saw Kang Lim, a stranger, and asked, Who is this? Chief Manager Lee. Why are you here? She replied. No, actually. So this colleague will take care of it, the director exclaimed. What, are you kidding me? Just because of a staff shortage, I even changed the schedule because she's a student. Are you looking down on us because we're a small magazine? Of course not. You know we wouldn't do that. He felt a bit worried. I understand why you told me to do well. Da-hee reminded him, work carefully and properly. He won't let new staff just do small tasks. The director shouted, Damn it, I understand, change quickly. Da-hee immediately got to work. Yes, sir. Sister Hyuju came over. Sorry for having to let you handle this, but I need to go now. I'll pick you up after you're done with work. It won't be easy, but I trust you. Since you're already here, you'll just have to do it. What else can you do? Yes. A little later in the preparation room, Kang Lim had come here to prepare for work. Suddenly, a few angry guys came out. That damn director, I can't stand it anymore. Why does he keep treating staff from other places like his slaves? This is my 5th year doing this job, and those bastards are still the ones I hate the most. He used to have a pretty high position, but because he made a mistake, he was demoted here. That's why he's so sensitive about working for a small magazine. He's really bitter. Anyway, the new kid will experience hell once. It's good for us. He'll take the criticism for us. Kang Lim behind them had heard everything. It seemed he had anticipated all of this. He recalled, Excuse me, but this isn't outside of my expectations. GGD magazine. I've seen this name before. Have you tried hard enough? This is why I hate your generation, kid. He's a character in Goddess of the High Heavens. He appeared in Yoo Da-hee's modeling career. So disappointing in you, you can't do anything at all. With a combination of meaningless talk, criticism, and arrogance, he became the hated character of Yoo Da-hee and the viewers every time he appeared. Ugh, this bastard appeared again. Take these hateful comments. But this character is only up to this point. He doesn't follow Dahi's life like that stalker. And there are only a few episodes that show you Dahi's problem. So this won't be a problem I have to worry about. But I don't know. It's really uncomfortable to leave her here knowing what will happen. It's really uncomfortable knowing a character like him appears here. How terrible. Why do I have to work with students? Does he even do anything when he's wearing a uniform? Kang Lim walked over to report, I've changed. It's true I can't compare to the school manager just by looking at appearances, so I've prepared for this. Da-hee had also changed clothes and presented herself excellently in front of the camera. The backstage crew looked at Da-hee completely mesmerized. The old man shouted again, What are you guys doing? Next set. These guys must be used to his shouting. Yes, I'll do it right away. Not that one. Change to the jacket. Get number 4. Do you want to stay here all night? I'm sorry, I'll do it right away. Number 4 here. Scarf number 8 and hat number 9 here too. Then he turned to Kong Lim. Are you free? Why aren't you doing anything? Damn this old man, even after he's done, he doesn't let me breathe. I've brought the things. Not bright enough. More lights. He also somewhat cooperated with him. I've changed the position of the lights. Not tall enough. Get it from the warehouse. Kang Lim hurried. I'm going right away. He ran so fast his pants almost fell off. Wow, really? He's the first person not to get yelled at on the first day. He's really doing a great job, observant and fast too. His colleague asked, does he usually work with you? No, he's just helping out today. Da-hee was bewildered. What's going on? Is he normally like this? These two guys were whispering about something. What are you saying? Shut up. The director is listening. He clutched his head. Damn it, this isn't good. Don't you know the director only eats Sunday from that restaurant? Don't tell me, Laz. The shop owner closed because the cat was sick. Sunday rice is delicious. My cat is sick. I'm taking a few days off. Damn it. Why today, this isn't good. The two guys were worried. We're about to get yelled at again for not being able to do this. Kang Lim walked over. Excuse me, can I order food from this place? Huh, you are. I heard you guys are looking for a Sunday place. I've eaten here before. It's quite good. The blonde guy scowled. Listen, do you know how picky the director is if we order food from somewhere else? Suddenly, the guy in the blue shirt interrupted the guy who was speaking. Forget it. Order from there. Huh, why? Then he'll yell at him instead of us. Uh-huh, I told you, relax. He won't hate it for ordering from somewhere else. A little later, the food was also delivered by the shipper, still piping hot. This old man found it strange again and wondered, Huh, where is this? Why isn't it the usual place? Ah, yes, that place is closed today. Damn it. That's one of the few good places in this city. The remaining places are truly disgusting. The old man just took a spoonful and the words he had just said were swallowed back down. This guy immediately apologized. I'm sorry, it's the new staff. Before he could finish, the old man shouted again, Delicious. Wow, where is this dish from? Do they have a new chef? This is even more delicious than the old place. The broth is incredibly delicious. It's like they make it like soup. Who ordered food from here? The staff were bewildered. Huh, this is the first time I've seen the director laugh like that. The young man Dahi brought. Who is he? He asked Kang Lim. Young man, you know how to eat gukbap. Where are you from? He was about to say, when Da-hee interrupted. I'm Yu Da-hee from Green Window. I often come here to work after returning to the country. Really, I'm also working on an MV about, really, sir, can I? He looked at the two of them, not knowing what they were thinking. A little later, the work was also completed smoothly. Good job, everyone. A can of soda fell out of the vending machine. He was standing here to quench his thirst and fatigue after running around with the director. Da-hee walked over and asked, What's going on? Have you worked at a TV station before? Or have you tried being a manager? No. With your performance, how could you get along with the director like that? He replied. Why are you so surprised? Is it that surprising that I work well? Of course, you're Nakang Lim. Hearing her say that, he felt bitter. What kind of person do you think I am? I just do what I learned from webtoons. There are many webtoons about the entertainment industry these days. Of course, Goddess of the High Heavens is also a webtoon. Well, I guess reading webtoons finally paid off. Dahi blushed. That only applies to a loner like you. Kang Lim was surprised. Huh, loner me? Really? That's a word for someone who is ostracized by society. I only said that to avoid hurting you. If that's the case, thank you. The two of them bowed to their seniors and left. Thank you, everyone. Good job. Today was really tiring. It's been a long time since I've been this tired. Are you tired having to work and study like this? He thought, and also, it seems she also has to take care of her younger sister. Then he said, if it were me, I'd definitely be very discouraged. She said, of course it's difficult, but what can I do? Life is work, I have to do all these things. This is the me everyone expects. I have to meet those expectations. He looked at her, seemingly thinking about something but not saying anything. Before you say anything, you don't need to give advice or anything like that. Like, you don't need to be perfect or just try your best is enough. The result doesn't matter. He drank the can of soda and said, chatting naturally like this. It's great, isn't it? Hearing him say that, she was surprised and looked up at him. Huh? I don't think I'm incapable of doing what others expect of me. So what you're doing is amazing, and in my opinion, the result is definitely more important than the process. He took the phone out of his pocket. So instead of trying to do everything alone, he held it up for Dahi to see. You can ask for help, you know. Manager Lee Huju. Hey Kang Lim, are you done with the photo shoot? I'm a bit worried about director Choi. Dahi just tried to act strong on the outside. He said, there are always trustworthy people around ready to help you. Dahi looked at him not knowing what to say. I mean, if you need anything, you can call me anytime. Inwardly, he thought, actually just paying is fine. She turned and said, okay then. Suddenly, a guy called out to Kang Lim. Hey you there, come here for a sec. Come here and help me move some things in the warehouse. He was a bit surprised but agreed to help. Yes. This posture means she's fallen for me, right? How dare he be so arrogant, a loner like him? He followed behind that staff member. Kang Lim thought. It seems there are other characters in Goddess of the High Heavens too. It's not just Dahi who was brought to this world. Perhaps the two worlds have merged. I need to remember everything and sort it out. I need to prepare. Kang Lim asked, what are we moving? Then the kind of person whose face isn't clearly visible like this is 99% likely to be a villain. At this moment, Kang Lim felt something was a bit off here. This guy holding a knife rushed forward and stabbed Kang Lim, who couldn't react in time. It's all your fault. He was bewildered, not understanding what was happening. He fell back against the wall. What is this? What's going on? Well, you got stabbed with a knife and you still don't understand. This guy's smile gradually lost its humanity. You bastard. You dare take the heat. It can't be the stalker. But why? Why could it be that Kang Lim will die here like this? Woon Hyun remembered the early days. My study abroad was a complete disaster. In a new environment, he was always bullied every day. Then suddenly someone came and shattered his boring, dull days. Hey there, I heard you're from Korea, right? Woon Hyun met her. She even spoke first. Me too. Let's be closer, okay? When he found out Dahi was a model, he admired her greatly. A model? That's amazing. Dahi was modest. It's not what you think. I'm just an amateur model. Woon Hyun praised her endlessly. It's still amazing. And from that moment on, Woon Hyun proudly considered himself Dahi's first and only fan. When she became more famous after winning the Model of the Month title, Dahi, the most noteworthy model, his classmates always surrounded him. He was the famous one. His classmates were always excited about that magazine, so much so that every time Woon Hyun tried to talk to her, he was always pushed aside. He had just opened his mouth, Dahi, when some guy interrupted. Dahi, I saw the article about you. Dahi also replied enthusiastically, oh, really? Thank you. Woon Hyun always blamed her from then on. Why don't you look at me? Why do you smile at those guys? He was like a true crazed fan. Why I should be the special one to you. I knew you even before you became famous. He always wondered, why wasn't I chosen? My heart aches having to do this. But thanks to this, you'll come back to me. Woon Hyun always comforted Da-hee. I don't believe in those rumors. Da-hee was very tired at that time, but she felt okay. I'm really grateful. Although she tried her best, an unexpected event occurred. When he witnessed Kang Lim talking to Da-hee, Da-hee ordered, "Today, you have to be my manager." Woon Hyun was very angry. What now? Who is this guy? At that time, Kang Lim strongly protested, "No, why should I listen to you?" That was the first time he saw his goddess swear. "What the hell are you saying? You should be grateful to me." Woon Hyun couldn't believe his eyes and kept denying it. My beloved Da-hee isn't someone who would say such things. My beloved Da-hee isn't that kind of person. Because of this, he chose an extreme method, blame Kang Lim for everything and come to kill him. His eyes showed satisfaction. "You idiot, you're the one who tainted Da-hee." So Kang Lim was died. But the loop of life was restarted. He comforted himself. "Loop, I'm still alive." Seeing the unusual reaction, Da-hee was curious. "All right, na Kang Lim." She was curious. "What's wrong? Why did you suddenly become so tired?" Kang Lim wondered to himself. Am I close to death? Or am I already dead? His mood seemed to collapse. No, this, that. Da-hee, seeing the male lead like this, was also a bit flustered. "Hey, are you okay?" She shouted for help. "Excuse me, can you come here and help?" He suddenly turned pale. Everyone ran over and asked, "What's wrong? Are you hurt somewhere?" Woon Hyun was now hiding behind the wall, adjusting his hat. Kang Lim realized it. He panicked. Why is that stalker? Why is he appearing here? It seems like something isn't going according to the plot of the goddess again. But, wait, what's more important is that I'm still here. Kang Lim suddenly pulled Da-hee away. Da-hee was surprised. Why are you acting like this? You're acting very strangely. Kang Lim hurriedly took out his phone to call. "Hyuju Nuna, where are you?" The other end of the line replied, I'll be there in 10 minutes, okay?" Da-hee was pulled out and felt something wasn't right. This won't do," Kang Lim affirmed. "I can't wait any longer." He looked at the bus stop and decided, "All right, let's just get on any bus." Da-hee angrily broke free. "Stop it. What the hell are you trying to do?" But she met Kang Lim's very serious expression. He didn't say anything. Finally, she also got on the bus with him. After settling down for a moment, she asked, "So what exactly do you want to talk about?" Da-hee recounted, "Just now you were stabbed by a stalker with a knife, but because of a loop or something you traveled through time. So that place is very dangerous and we have to run away from there." Kang Lim exclaimed, "That's right." "Exactly." Da-hee was annoyed. "Do you want to die? Do you think I'll believe that?" Her voice held a hint of dissatisfaction. "I thought today was great. Suddenly, in the last few minutes, you start talking about time travel." Kang Lim was helpless. "I knew you'd react like this. I told you what I just said is completely true." Da-hee admitted, "If we ignore the ridiculous loop, I really feel like someone has been stalking me recently." Kang Lim was surprised. Really?" Da-hee reiterated, "Just like you said recently, I feel like someone is really stalking me. I've had this feeling for a while now." Kang Lim inquired, "So have you reported it to the police?" "Right?" She denied it. "No. I've had a similar experience before, even before I knew about it. Unless something happens, reporting it won't do any good." He realized, that's right, they don't have enough manpower. Da-hee was dejected. "But this isn't a big problem either." Kang Lim didn't think so. "This is a big problem, you idiot. Just now, I was stabbed in the stomach with a knife." Da-hee's phone sent a message notification. There's a message from Hyuju Uni." Kang Lim fell into contemplation. "I don't know the exact conditions very well. Next time, if I die, there's no guarantee I'll live. Let's try trusting the loop. Neither of you is allowed to fail." Da-hee was curious. "If that's the case, did you see the stalker before the loop? Why are you so hated? Is that person scary?" He denied it. "No, he looks very normal. If my eyes aren't mistaken, that uniform, I think that's our school uniform." She was horrified. So he's a student at our school, in Goddess of the High Heavens. The truth about the stalker isn't told. I think he followed Yudahi from England here. In that case, if I search for transfer students like Yudahi, tomorrow I'll go to school to do this. Maybe I'll know who he is. Kang Lim warned, maybe. Be careful when you go to school next time. If possible, don't use the good girl persona. Don't let anyone find out because you don't know what might happen. Da-hee was arrogant. I'm almost perfect already. If it weren't for someone's mistake, it would have been almost perfect. Kang Lim had to admit, it's my fault. The bus had stopped. The two sat in silence. Da-hee looked out the window. She remembered her mother's words when she was little. Don't worry, Da-hee. It won't be long before that person appears. That person will reach out and protect you. Da-hee opened up, a few times I thought I was going in the wrong direction. If from the beginning I had shown who I am, maybe people wouldn't have had any hope or expectations for me. I think it's all because of karma. Seeing his dazed expression, she asked curiously, Hey, are you listening? Kang Lim nodded. Yes, I am. What ultimately caused the future to change like this? It's true, there are a few details different from the original, but this is completely different from what will happen. I'm not the male lead, so I can't follow the original storyline. Da-hee was silent. He had another thought. But on the other hand, when I think about it, the plot still follows the storyline like that. Only the time of the accident changed, but the content happened exactly the same. In this case, I can still handle it. Da-hee spoke up. Na Kang Lim, what do you think about this? If I had been honest from the beginning, would things have been better? Kang Lim flinched. Suddenly you... Da-hee asked. Right now, even though I've discovered my true self, can I still be a model and continue my school life? Kang Lim was silent. He denied it. No, it's not that bad. In the first case, the case where I fell in love with the kind Da-hee I told you yesterday, right? One person plays the good girl role and one violent person is hated. Personally, I want you to treat me half as friendly as you treat everyone else. But Kang Lim forgot again. If he said this, he would get beaten up again. But no, Da-hee didn't do anything but silently shed tears. Kang Lim was bewildered. The speaker on the bus announced. Arrived at the station. The next station is... Da-hee got off the bus. It's close to my house here. I'll walk from here. He was quite surprised, just as he opened the door and stepped into the house. Kang Lim's mother scolded loudly. Na Kang Lim, why are you home so late? Didn't you have extra classes today? But before he could explain, his sister interrupted. He probably went to play online games at the internet cafe. His mother said, We've eaten everything. If you're hungry. Kang Lim walked into his room and slammed the door. His mother shouted, What's wrong? Look at you, Kang Lim. He collapsed onto the bed. He still wondered to himself, what is this? In the story, I've never seen her cry in Goddess of the High Heavens. I thought she would act normally and go crazy, but why? He was torn. No, that's not right. Na Kang Lim, this is why people call you a loner. She must be asking me sincerely, but I was thinking about something else, so my reply hurt her a bit. Suddenly, the phone in his pocket vibrated. It was Nua Uni. Na Kang Lim. She drove while chatting. It seems you two were thinking about me before I arrived. What's the relationship between you two? Kang Lim quickly denied it. It's not like that, ma'am, she laughed. I'm just kidding. I didn't call you to ask about that. Actually, I wanted to say thank you. I heard you work very well. You even got that grumpy old man worked out. So I just have to thank you again. Kang Lim nodded. Yes, ma'am. Nua added, now I'm speaking as a representative of the management company as well as Da-hee's guardian. Thank you for being close to Da-hee. Kang Lim was surprised. What, ma'am? Nua opened up. Because of your relationship with Da-hee, where she can be honest, I think it'll be okay to tell you a little bit about her. Nua stopped the car. And so Huju Nuna was talking about Da-hee again, the good girl. First about her life and work, where Da-hee has to wear the good girl mask. But she thinks if she shows it to her colleagues, she can become like them. But no, everyone just criticizes, why does Da-hee do that? Things gradually got worse. From then on, Da-hee always played the good girl role every day. Everything happened during middle school, Nua admitted. Since then, I haven't seen Da-hee return to normal. And that has been going on until now. How many chapters has the goddess idol been released? Of course, when talking about middle school in Goddess of the High Heavens, it only briefly mentions the context. Therefore, I only know a little. He also knew about this. Nua explained, that's why she's always in a state of anxiety. I'm always worried about her trying to handle everything by herself. When I talk to you about this, I feel a bit more relieved. Thank you for being close to Da-hee. Kang Lim felt it was hard to breathe. But why does my heart ache so much? The call ended. Kang Lim shouted awkwardly, I want to try again. Should I kill myself? He suddenly realized, what the hell am I saying? What would happen if I really died? All right then, stop joking around. I should go to school tomorrow and apologize. The next day at school. Because of yesterday's incident, Kang Lim was determined to go to school today. Seeing Da-hee just pass by, he quickly ran after her. Hey you Da-hee, about yesterday. She turned around and smiled brightly. Good morning Kang Lim. I'm very grateful for yesterday. He was very surprised. Da-hee smiled brightly. If I happen to be busy like yesterday again, I'll ask for your help again. Okay? Of course that will never happen. Ha ha ha. She urged, it's late. Let's go back to class. Hurry up. Wait, why are you acting like that? He asked. Or are you acting because of last night? Da-hee smiled. What's wrong? I owe you for yesterday, right? Then Da-hee quickly turned away. Good morning, Kang Ho-chun. Kang Lim stood there stunned. He bet to himself, she's definitely angry with me, extremely angry. Maybe this is the best thing for now. Instead of going out with me and showing her true self, it's definitely more dangerous if the stalker finds out. For Kang Lim, finding the stalker was his top priority. During breaks, I would go to each class to check the class list. If that person transferred in recently, his name would definitely be on there. After checking once, Kang Lim was frustrated. Why isn't he here? Is there a bug? Kang Lim was agitated. Why I already tested all the second-year students? Or are they in a different grade? Young-ah suddenly appeared. Kang Lim, why are you here? And why are you suddenly looking at the class list? He quickly explained, nothing. I was just... Kang Lim changed the subject. Today is also multicultural, right? See you there. She nodded. Yes. Ni Yoon walked over. What's wrong? Why did he come here to find you? Young-ah denied. No. He's always like that. He's always Nakang Lim. And so a few days passed. Kang Lim and Yu Da-hee ignored each other. In Kang Lim's heart, this was how the relationship between the two of them should be. It's okay. His biggest problem was still not finding any information about the stalker. Besides Yu Da-hee, there were no other transfer students. Thinking carefully, he wasn't targeting Minhwac High School. Uniforms are easy to get. He only wore that to try to get close to Da-hee. Shin Yong-soo spoke up. My subordinate, what's wrong? Kang Lim was still trying to find a way. How do I find out who the stalker is if I think, according to the female high god storyline, I can't go that way? The stalker's second accident. Kang Lim reread the plot. 1 year after the main character dealt with the stalker for the first time, the stalker reappeared after Yu Da-hee's debut anniversary. This time he stalked her more maliciously, and Da-hee dealt with it herself to protect her position, so she met with the stalker. Just waiting for that, Da-hee recorded the stalker's confession, but he went crazy, rushed forward, and gave her a knife. But the main character appeared and performed a roundhouse kick to deal with Da-hee. He came because he found out a stranger was stalking Da-hee. And that was the stalker, who was completely dealt with in the second encounter. The stalker had to go to jail because of the audio file, and that was the end. Justice was served. After that, Da-hee thanked the male lead, and that was one of the most wonderful moments. Based on the arrangement and plot details, this is one of my 3 favorite scenes. He reassured himself, no, this isn't the time to reminisce. Anyway, this solution isn't feasible at the moment. I need to find the stalker before the meeting takes place. The process will be to investigate and resolve it my way. Meet and confront the stalker, quickly record his confession. It would be best if I meet him first. The only thing I need now is Da-hee's help. That stalker will try to approach Yu Da-hee by any means possible. So Kang Lim decided to meet. He texted to suggest a solution, and if she cooperated, everything would be very easy, but Dahi stubbornly refused to read the messages. Necessity is the mother of invention. Kang Lim has found a way to solve this problem. The next day, he approached her and suggested, "Hey you Dahi, I have a few things to say to you. Can you spare some time?" Seeing this, everyone started gossiping animatedly. Is that Na Kang Lim? Why is he talking to Dahi? At this point, he thought Dahi wouldn't be able to avoid it anymore, although this method was a bit cowardly. Dahi smiled brightly. "Really, I know what you're going to say, so can we go somewhere else to talk?" "Oh, wordy." Outside. Dahi spoke first. "What's up? I've been playing volleyball lately, so can you make it quick?" Kang Lim was surprised. "Why do you keep pretending like that? There's no one else here." She immediately reminded him, shouldn't I be a little more careful? I'm trying my best." He bowed his head. "Whatever." Kang Lim began, "About the stalker." Before he could finish, Dahi interrupted, "You don't need to worry about that." Kang Lim was curious. "Why?" Dahi smiled. "I've already told Ho Chun about this and asked for his help. Ho Chun is the ace of the taekwondo and judo clubs you know. What belt does he have again? I think he'll be recognized soon. With him, I think I'm okay with the scenario that's been created." Kang Lim also chimed in. "I think he'll definitely be useful." Dahi froze. And in the original story, according to Female High God, the main character had reached a physical level that was itself a weapon, but she still wanted to meet the stalker alone. Everything related to the stalker has been resolved. Dahi said sincerely, "Thank you for worrying about me." Kang Lim felt it was unfamiliar. "Wait, stop playing the good person for a bit." She was startled. "Huh." Kang Lim asserted, "This conversation isn't going anywhere. Please just be yourself." Dahi gave a faint smile. "Then what should I do?" He was quite surprised. "Why are you asking me? Just be normal." Dahi retorted, "You said I shouldn't do that. You said this shouldn't be done, so I followed." Her voice also became a bit more agitated. "Maybe you don't know I lost my parents in an accident, and I'm raising my 3 younger siblings. I'm not doing this because of dreams or regrets. To be honest, I act as a good Dahi because this is what I have to do. That's why I chose to live like this." Kang Lim was confused. "Wait, what are you talking about?" "Say it again. I don't understand." Dahi asked back. "Then you explain. Why are you so obsessed with the stalker like that? No may one now or ESN3. When he was about to open his mouth to explain, she stopped him. "Don't say nonsensical things like you came back from the future anymore, and a story that hasn't even happened yet. Why are you why are you so concerned about something that has nothing to do with you?" Kang Lim was troubled. What should I say now? I'm sure more or less it's because Dahi guessed you're the stalker." He quickly denied, No. What the hell are you talking about?" Dahi replied, "I talked to CO Yoon Young yesterday. He doesn't know anyone named Na Kang Lim." She interrogated, "Then who are you? Why do you know about what happened between me and CO Yoon Young?" "Because you're the stalker?" Kang Lim held his head. "No, I shouldn't say anything now. This, this is very complicated, a bit hard to explain, but it's not like that. The reason I'm following you." Dahi interrupted. "How can I believe you? I haven't told you this. But Na Kang Lim, there are a lot of bad rumors about you." He said hastily, "That's not important, but you've been with me for a few days. Do I look like a stalker to you?" She affirmed, "Yes, you look very much like someone who would do that." Kang Lim froze. Dahi pressed on, "I said you look very much like someone who would do that. I've told you before. The only reason I hang out with you is because I thought you knew my secret." Kang Lim was stunned. "Wait right now. Really, isn't this a bit too much?" She continued, "Therefore I'm telling you I haven't liked you for a long time. If you didn't know about my secret?" Kang Lim said bitterly, "Is this what I get? I did all this for her. You think I do this because I want to. In Dahi's eyes, he's forever just a stalker." Kang Lim recalled, "I even stubbornly tried to save you despite everything that happened. I even got stabbed. Because of me, because I'm stuck in this damn loop." Dahi expressed, "Being stalked is really, really annoying." He shouted, "All right, fine, I give up on everything, okay?" Both of them fell silent. Kang Lim gritted his teeth. Rain started to fall. The rain grew heavier. Both of them still stood there. Da-hee was a little surprised. Kang Lim said bitterly, "I'm sorry for bothering you. I won't come near you anymore. Is that enough?" Da-hee turned her head and walked away. "All right," Ho-chun called from afar. "Da-hee, it's raining. What are you doing?" Just as he caught a glimpse of the person next to Da-hee, he gritted his teeth. "Na Kang Lim, it's you again." Kyan-tan, I warned you not to get close. But Kang Lim didn't care and walked straight ahead. Da-hee dried her hair after the rain. The girls outside were chattering. "Da-hee, I heard about the volleyball match yesterday. There's really nothing you can't do. That's amazing." They vied for her attention. "I've heard about you. Can you join our club? There's a competition this holiday." "Hey, what are you talking about? Da-hee will join the choir club." "No. Da-hee's talent will shine in the broadcasting club. Don't push a chaotic crowd." She smiled. "That's right, I can't betray their expectations. So this is definitely the final path." Da-hee smiled radiantly. "Calm down, everyone. I'll try to help everyone." In a game, Kang Lim praised, "This guy jungles really well. Our team definitely knows how to play games. I wish they'd do better." Jung-ah spoke up. "But is it okay if you come to the club today?" Kang Lim was confused. "What do you mean?" Jung-ah repeated. "Isn't there something you have to do?" He stammered, "Ah, yes. But how did you know?" Jung-ah keenly observed, "You're not late today and your eyes look less dead than usual. Your eyes are normally like this. Now they're like this." He was astonished. "What's the difference?" Jung-ah said, "I heard you skipped the witch goddess event. Since you're not sick, I guess you have something to do. This is also a limited event." Kang Lim was quite surprised. "No, but you think I'm that addicted to games?" He touched the back of his neck. "Actually, there's something I thought I could do, so I'm trying to do it even if it doesn't suit me at all. But now I'm no longer involved." Kang Lim laughed loudly. "Ha ha 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 ha. Who am I to interfere in other people's affairs?" Jung-ah interrupted, "You're that kind of person. Kang Lim, if there's something and you're serious about it, I know you're not a nosy person." She remembered the early days, when they had just met. Even if it just wasted time in the end, that's the real Kang Lim. Jung-ah admitted, "I really like that personality." He exclaimed, "Oh really, thanks." Jung-ah's face turned red. "I mean, if you're busy, you don't have to come to the club on time." Kang Lim sighed. "Actually, everything is still hard to salvage. To stop the accident, I need to find the stalker. But to find him, I need Da-hee's help." Jung-ah said enthusiastically. "What's wrong? Can I help?" Kang Lim replied vaguely, "According to the game, I need to attack the enemy. But according to the plot, I don't know who to attack." Yong-soo opened the door and walked in. "Ha ha 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 ha. Is that what you're worried about, my subordinate? You should have called me the king of that sooner." Kang Lim was suspicious. "What are you doing? How did you time it so perfectly? Or were you standing at the door listening to our conversation all this time?" Yong-soo was still cheeky. "Have you forgotten who I am? I am your king, the one with the third eye." Jung-ah teased. "Oh really? So Yong-soo, do you know the fighting style of that mysterious person?" The male lead stopped these two. "Don't just go along with it." Yong-soo postured. "Acting first isn't the only way to win. The church's secret always hinders me. Thanks to that, I gained the ability to counter the enemy's surprise attacks." Kang Lim said angrily, "Stop rambling and get to the point." Yong-soo began, "I mean, why don't you try setting a trap that will give you an advantage even if you don't know who the enemy is?" Jung-ah was surprised. "Yong-soo, you?" She burst out laughing. "You read the new webtoon, didn't you? Ha 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 ha." Yong-soo also replied, "Ha ha ha, great question, my messenger. That webtoon deserves its praise." Kang Lim nodded. "I understand now. I can use this method." He turned to ask for help. "But I need your help, Jung-ah, by any means." After hearing that, Jung-ah's head throbbed. "What? What is it?" At Woon Hyun's room, the laptop was still on. On his tab, strange searches appeared. How to tie someone up. He even bought tape. He kept spamming messages to Da-hee. "Da-hee, I like you." Many messages were sent with similar content. After many messages, he received a reply, "Don't be like this anymore. Let's meet and talk." he smirked. Woon Hyung was satisfied. Finally. In the schoolyard after school, many students were walking around. Woon Hyun ran to the back of the school to find Da-hee. It seems to be at the back field. He saw his goddess and called out loudly, Da-hee! His face was a bit awkward. I've wanted to see you for a long time, you Da-hee. It's been a long time since we talked, huh? Da-hee remained silent. Woon Hyun was confused. What's this about? I don't understand what you mean. Da-hee sent him a message. I don't want to talk to you. Woon Hyun scratched his head. Huh. Why are you not being honest with me like that, E? He was agitated. I know everything we should have been in love. Because you kept your distance from me, I had no other choice but to do this. Including now and high school. Da-hee replied confusedly, high school. Woon Hyun admitted that about the dirty rumors that spread throughout high school. At that time, there were whispers and gossip at school about Da-hee, suggesting she did something shady, which was why she quickly became famous. Woon Hyun admitted, I was the one who spread those rumors. It was so easy to use those fools to mock you. When they spoke ill of her, this crazy guy was the one who added fuel to the fire, making things spiral out of control. Woon Hyun's expression showed little remorse. Do you know how much my heart ached? But it's all your fault for not paying attention to me, so I had no other choice. It's all in the past. I forgive you, so let's stop this and be together. We'll go far away from here. You'll have to be mine and we'll live happily ever after. A strange voice spoke up. Truly disgusting. You are truly disgusting. Woon Hyun was surprised. No, it's not your voice. He panicked. You, who are you? Who am I? The fake Da-hee turned her head. I am Nakong Lim, you bastard. He said contemptuously. Sad, isn't it, because you only wanted to meet Yu Da-hee? But I've always wanted to meet you. Yesterday I woke up in the middle of the night because I dreamt you stabbed me. Woon Hyun interrogated. Who are you? You're the bastard stalking Da-hee, right? Why are you dressed like that? This is where Da-hee and I agreed to meet. Kang Lim corrected. What are you talking about? I told you to be here. You just texted me. It was all to lure you. He panicked. What all the messages were from you. Don't joke around. I got Da-hee's number myself and contacted her. It was written on the club application form. Woon Hyun was horrified. You prepared this beforehand. Kang Lim said calmly. Yong-soo's advice to set a trap worked. I was sure he would come to meet Da-hee. I had to meet him before he met Da-hee. So there was a problem how to stop him from meeting Da-hee. And so I made a trap. Find all the club application forms Da-hee filled out and secretly change it to my phone number. He's not a student at Minhyuk High School, and the reason he wore the uniform is because he wants to be near Yu Da-hee whenever possible. This incident happened faster than in Female High God to contact Yu Da-hee. I knew he had to find the contact number on the club application form because he didn't know Da-hee's number. As expected, he actually contacted me. After that, it was easy. I pretended to be Da-hee to lure him here. I needed to act until he confessed everything. Even if this wasn't enough to be used as evidence, it was enough to start an investigation. Honestly, if he hadn't contacted our male lead within a few days, he probably would have given up. And the club president also contacted me thinking I was Da-hee. But luckily, within just a few days, I got it. I completely caught him. Kang Lim said arrogantly. Yes, I'm very confident. Seeing Woon Hyun's reaction was quite interesting. Compared to the accident a year after the debut anniversary, this incident happened exactly the same, except it happened earlier. I was confident this accident would happen on the same day as her debut, but no, it happened earlier. Because you're the type of person who would make this accident a meaningful day, you psycho stalker. Woon Hyun was angry. You bastard, how could you understand the feelings I have for Da-hee? You always bother me. This is great. Kang Lim looked at him confused. He pulled a knife out of his backpack. Because you did dirty things with Da-hee, I'll give you a chance to meet death. Woon Hyun rushed forward. Die. Kang Lim thought to himself, it doesn't matter how difficult the bind is, it's not like there's no answer. Unlike the main character in Female High God, I don't have power. Although I tried to learn how to fight by watching YouTube tutorial videos, I gave up after only 3 minutes. The crazy guy was still rushing forward. Kang Lim put on the wig again. Precisely because his fighting strength was 0, he chose this method. He shouted, "Finally! Someone as strong as the main character in Female High God?" Ho-chun rushed forward and kicked him. Woon-hyun fell to the ground. He was angry. "You bastard! What did you do to Da-hee?" Ho-chun turned back to ask, "Da-hee, are you okay?" But he got hit by a fan's curse, a phrase implying bad luck or a strange situation. "Na Kong Lim, why are you wearing those clothes?" Ho-chun was bewildered. "What about Da-hee? I came because I received Da-hee's love letter. She said to come to the backyard because she had a few things to say." Kang Lim thought to himself, "Ah, sorry. I pretended to be Da-hee to send it to you." He suggested, "I can explain, but can you catch that guy? He's the one who bothered Da-hee and is her stalker." Ho-chun glanced. "Huh, this bastard?" Woon-hyung struggled to get up. "Who are you again?" He went from my stomach to someone else's stomach, meaning he's persistent, now annoying. "Ah, you're also a bastard who pesters Da-hee to bother her, right?" He pulled out the knife, rushing forward like a madman. "Don't interfere with our happiness." Ho-chun was already in a ready stance. He delivered another kick to the head. Woon-hyung's face contorted. But it wasn't over just like that. Ho-chun grabbed his collar. Using a judo throw, he made him fall. Woon-hyun's whole body lay flat on the ground. Kang Lim froze. "Amazing. Is he still a student? He's the strongest in the school now, isn't he?" Ho-chun inquired, "So what's happening?" Kang Lim pursed his lips. It's a long story. After being encouraged by LAD to just say it, he spoke rapidly like a machine gun. "I've already prepared for this situation. I happened to discover the stalker. I had delusions of justice because I read too many webtoons, so I got involved for this reason. I'm just considered a guy with Chunabu delusions of grandeur." This much is enough to explain to him and the police. Woon-hyun refused to give up. "No, my future must be happy with Da-hee." He still couldn't get up. Ho-chun was suspicious. "So what you're saying is, the other guy ran away." He panicked. "You bastard, stay still." Ho-chun shouted, "He ran away." Kang Lim reassured, "It's okay. No classes are active anymore. After school, all the main doors here are locked. I chose this place for a reason. First report to the police." But as soon as he looked up, Kang Lim saw a horrifying sight. "Wait, that place. It's Da-hee." On the rooftop, she sighed in relief. "So half of it is done, huh? Drawing is harder than I thought." She reopened the message from the drama club leader, apologizing for not being able to come. Da-hee comforted, "Just rest and get well." Da-hee looked at the chat screen. She remembered the previous conversation. Yoon Young asked, "Aren't you expecting him?" Da-hee reacted, "What's wrong? Who am I expecting?" Yoon Young said calmly, "That guy named Nakong Lim. You've tried right. As expected, he prefers the better version over the real version." Da-hee replied, "Of course I've tried." Yoon Young was curious. "Then why are you angry with him?" "Ow?" Da-hee said firmly, "Because he's the stalker." But in her heart she thought differently. "Actually, I can say he's not the stalker based on what I've heard. If he really were the stalker, he would have done many things already. Of course, the fact that he knows about the relationship between us means he's definitely hiding something." Returning to reality, Da-hee sat finishing the painting, muttering, "That bastard made me more confused. What am I expecting from him?" Woon-hyun went up to the rooftop and called out loudly, "Da-hee!" His voice was very sincere. "I don't need anything, I just need you. Let's go to a place where no one can bother us." Da-hee stared blankly. "You, Woon-hyun, why are you in Korea?" Woon-hyun went crazy. "What do you mean I came here to see you? We love each other." She panicked. "Wait, what are you saying? Wait, it's you, my stalker." The other person panicked. "Why would I stalk you? I just love you and you're only allowed to notice me." Da-hee panicked. "Wait, are you crazy?" Woon-hyun roared, "Shut up. My Da-hee wouldn't say such things." He brushed it off. "It's okay. If you're tainted, I can clean you. If it's you, I'll always accept you no matter what." Da-hee panicked. "What the hell? What's wrong with him? If he didn't have a knife, I could handle it myself. What to do now?" "The best way to deal with a weapon is to run," she decided. Da-hee shouted, "Don't come near me." Well, let's try to buy some time. After that, before she could finish thinking, the railing broke. Da-hee panicked. Her whole body seemed to fall. Da-hee was falling. Woon-hyun panicked. He called out loudly, "Da-hee!" She thought to herself, "What the heck is this? I'm dead. I'm falling. No way. Just because of him, I'm going to die." So, this is the feeling of your whole life flashing before your eyes. If I had known this would happen, I would have. Her mother's past words echoed, "Don't worry, Da-hee. Someone will reach out and appear." Who will reach out to help? Kang Lim ran over. He shouted, "Grab my hand." Da-hee was startled. Kang Lim, red-faced, called out loudly, "You Da-hee." Her eyes widened. Kang Lim had grabbed her hand. The railing had also fallen to the ground. Da-hee dangled in midair. Kang Lim gritted his teeth. That pervert roared, "How dare you hold Da-hee's hand?